Oh, Scottie Pippen. Oh, Scottie Pippen. Come on here, man. You are so funny. And when they get through drug testing you, rehabbing you, I can't wait because I want what you drinking or smoking. He came out and said he would have won 6 rings with Dominique Wilkins without Michael Jordan. He said Jordan probably would have won about 2 or 3 with Kenny the Jet Smith. Am I right? I'm thinking about Sadly Phil. He really ain't. He really can't stand Jordan. Let me tell you something. I saw these guys play in their peak in their prime. So I'm not talking out the other end just out pretend. I love Dominique Wilkins. In fact, I think Dominique Wilkins was a better dunker than Michael Jordan. I was a bigger Dominique Wilkins fan as far as the human highlight reel. I love Neek. Love Neek. He came back from that surgery. You know when he played for the Clippers and he played for the Celtics and he averaged 30 something and 9 and that was amazing because they sucked back then. But still, he what he did was come back Achilles. Huge Neek fan. One of the 50 greatest players, one of 75. I'm with it. And I put Neek like that with Bernard King, one of those guys that was a scorching force. Was the truth. The truth. Huge Neek fan. However, he was no Michael Jordan. He didn't have Jordan's shooting ability. He didn't have Jordan's ability to facilitate. Jordan was a hybrid guard, if you will. Did handle the rock. Was flipping with triple doubles. Start of '89 season was a force. That Neek was not that dude. Neek was athletically gifted, but he didn't get the kind of rise out of people that Larry Bird said about Jordan or what Magic said. They loved his athleticism. He was a great player. There's no question about it. But there are levels to this. There are levels to this. And we don't put Dominique Wilkins' capabilities in the same way. Plus, he did not command his team to another level. Now, I know he had Tree Rollins and he had Doc Rivers, yes, and John Battle. And I remember what he had with John Cronkite, who inspired Shaquille O'Neal to take up the NBA because John Cronkite, how he got paid, was crazy. I remember those Atlanta Hawk teams. I remember them. And they were good. And they were tough in the Omni. They were tough in the Omni. They didn't do much outside the Omni because they just wanted that. But they were what we called a team that was missing somebody who could have probably put them in the perspective in their places. Yeah, they would have could have. But Scottie Pippen with Dominique Wilkins, I'm not saying that would have necessarily made them better. Because he playing with Neek would have set Neek up, but would that have meant besides alley oops and fashion shows? Does that mean trips to the finals? Does that mean you gonna beat the Celtics? Does that mean you gonna beat the Pistons? Does that mean eventually you gonna beat the Bulls? Would you have beaten the Knicks? I don't think so. But I will have whatever Scottie Pippen is drinking, smoking, snorting, inhaling. I'll take it. Them dreads and them braids got him saying anything, anything. Nobody, even if you're a big Nick fan like I was, is gonna sit there with a straight face and tell you gonna win 6 rings with Dominique Wilkins when Dominique never got to a finals. And somehow you gonna be the fairy godfather that's gonna make it happen. I'm supposed to believe that Scottie Pippen, who when you came to the NBA, you were still learning on the job. And Jordan said until you get over these migraines. And if you think they got physical, they got physical with Atlanta. Danny Ainge and Tree Rollins. You still remember when Tree Rollins was biting on Danny Ainge like it was at a Jeffrey Dahmer barbecue? Come on now, how you gonna sit there and say some stuff like this? How you gonna sit there and say some stuff like that? What are you saying, man? You funny. You is real funny. And look, I love Neek, but don't be making me have to sit up here and call you out for saying some craziness. We know good and well Dominique Wilkins was not better than no Michael Jordan, and you weren't gonna win no 6 rings in no Atlanta. That wasn't gonna happen. Not even close. You might not even been better than the Cleveland Cavaliers back then, who had a straight squad. Now, granted, you were instrumental to Jordan, and you one of the greatest sidekicks. But you were sidekick. Stop. If you don't love him one day, you like him one day. You don't make up your mind, Scotty. You flip flopping like this is All My Children or One Life to Live or General Hospital, Young and the Restless. You having soap opera, Bold and the Beautiful. You just really just making up things at this stage. Nobody thought of Dominique Wilkins gonna bring them kind of out of you. Now, would you been instrumental maybe getting them a ring or two? Perhaps, perhaps. But y'all got to play better defense, and you got to find a way to get it. But after Boston got rid of them and beat them in that Eastern Conference Classic, which was a classic between Bird and Neek, Atlanta never got close again, and you weren't never the same. So I don't know what you would have done. I know I gave you carte blanche for the situation in Houston because Charles was too old and Akeem and all that. I gave you that. But what about your moment in Portland with that young squad with the older Sabonis? What about that? And the Damon Stoudemire, Rasheed Wallace. What about that situation? And you had the Lakers up by 15 against Shaq in it. What you gonna do with that? But Phil Jackson was trying to get them to the next level. What were you gonna do with that? See, you be talking crazy, but they put a camera on you and you can't wait to talk crazy. I'm just waiting for them to put you and get you treat you up like a mummy and dress you up because you gotta be, you be saying anything, Scottie. You funny though. I'm gonna tell you something. You are good for a laugh. Like I don't remember. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for nothing. Shut up if you like and hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. If you want a good laugh, listen to the Scottie Pippen Happy Hour because he will say anything for clicks, views, and laughs. And I'm done.